Hey everybody, this is picking up the fourth quarter here. What if I post this? I guess I posted it here, but then some people might not see it here. I'll post it over here too. No, broadcast. There you go. So this is the replay um, of the playoffs, and it's 4th and 9 here. Seattle is up 6-3. Now I am not coaching the Seahawks. That was one of the rules of the replay. You couldn't coach the team that you coached in the regular season. So let's pull this over here. So I think Anthony is the Niners. Yep. So Anthony Tangora is the 49ers. They're losing 6-3. And the Seahawks, I think, are coached by Scott. Let's see. Yep, Scott Mueller. Hope I didn't crash the game here. I don't think I did. So it's 4th and 9. Niners 27. Seattle looking to extend their lead to 9-3. Unless I just hosed it up by putting this broadcast up. Okay. I don't think anybody else was broadcasting it, so that's why I pulled it up. But we might be crashed. I guess I can get back out and get back in again. Maybe I didn't. Yeah, we got a new game number. I may have crashed it. Here we go. We got a new game ID. 2. So we'll try to look at the. So the field goal was good. Now we're kicking off. So the Niners, they're quite capable of winning this thing. Let's look at the ball position. So Seattle got the ball first, got a field goal on their first 2 after a fumble. They had a missed field goal towards the end of the half, some punts, and then another that last field goal. But it's been a frustrating day on offense for the Niners. Fumble on their first drive, punt, interception, punt, field goal. And that's this Seahawks defense is not good. I mean, they got short gains up the middle on runs. Even when you have 2 men in the zone, it's +7. So Scott's been coaching the heck out of him better than I did. Let's see if Anthony's gotten a handle on things. There's a flat pass to McCaffrey for 8 yards. Now we're underway. And again, this is during the regular season, the Niners were the ones who won the championship. Let's look at the injury report. So far, just Eric Armstead was injured for the Niners. No other injuries. Garoppolo, 10 of 21 for 80 yards. Pro set, Juice Check, and Elijah Miller quick out left to Kittle. Short gain. I guess wrong because the linebacker in the left zone was double teaming Ayuk. which put it on the quarterback's wrong card. So otherwise, that would have been -1, I believe. Yep. Seahawks have a pretty decent pass rush from the linebackers. Uchenna Nwosu, 4'5", 12'5". They also have another outside linebacker who backs up Bruce Irvin, Gerald Taylor, who's a 0'0", 12'7", I think, or something like that. 1st and 10 out to the Niners 48. Off tackle right, McCaffrey. See, now that's the way I would go against the Seahawks. Just keep running it. You got the 6, 7, and 8. Short gain with the brackets and a +8. 4 is a +15. And the Niners have good run blockers. At least some. Trent Williams and McGlinchey are good. .954 to go in regulation. I just tuned in on the 4th quarter, so there could have been some other key points that I missed. Bomb to Debo. Guessed wrong. The zeros there. Incomplete. Just missed a +28 on 10. 3rd and 10 now. So Scott must have been calling some runs while he's running. Koji,
yeah,
go move the car out quickly here. Hey, bud, we're going to move the car. And I need you to tell me how many miles are on it. Make sure it got fully charged, okay?
Yeah, electric miles?
Yeah, should be like close to 60 for that Leaf. 3rd and 10 now, 9:36 to go. I don't think you're 4-down territory yet. Curl to Ayuk, covered by a 5. +12 on Garoppolo's card. See, that's Garoppolo's strength. That short pass card, especially if you can get people to call a run, that's the way you're going to move the chains. He's a decent flat passer too, but run and short passes is the engine. I have a Garoppolo in my Battle Royale league. Oh no, I don't have him. I have him I have him in Somifa. I had him in a couple different draft leagues, and he did pretty good that way. Only 50% of his passes being complete today. Hey, Curl to Ayuk, a run call. See, that's a nice card now. The Seahawks defense is another one to shoot for with 3 minutes zone. Takes it down to the 23. Seahawks are a big underdog here, though. So the fact that they're leading by 6 in the 4th, it's pretty good. Still enough time that if they hold them on a 4th, get it to 4th down, they might consider kicking a field goal. But we'll see. I'm sure Anthony wants to get this in the end zone. Blocking back halfback set, McCaffrey and Juszczyk in the backfield. All 3 of those targets are explosive. Inside run to McCaffrey. Nobody in the zone. It's a penalty. Neutral zone infraction. It would have been a 5-yard gain. So instead of 2nd and 5, it's 1st and 5. I gotta figure out who I'm playing in this thing. So I'm the Bucks. I think I'm playing the Cowboys. Is that right? Yeah, he's the Cowboys coach. Rudy Gobin. I gotta reach out to him. 1st and 5 at the Seattle 18. The Hounds are howling. Inside run to Mitchell, guessed right. 1 man in zone. See, this should drive me crazy. You get a guess right, even 2 men in zone, you get 7 yards. So just keep pounding. 1st and goal to 2. That's Mitchell's first run of the day for 16 yards. Full house. Full house with Mitchell, McCaffrey in the backfield. Was it full, your car? Sneak to Garoppolo, guessed right. And again, that is so hard to stop somebody inside the 5 with all the +7s, +4s. Extra point by Robbie Good as Gold. Kick is up. And the kick is good. Bad. It's been blocked. I thought, okay, there's formality here. 2 through 11. But no, it's blocked. The Niners failed to take the lead. Seahawks keep it close. Tariq Woolen streaking in from the side with the block. Seahawks have the ball in a tie game. 7:30 to go in regulation. Quick out right to Dis. Incomplete. White die 6 would have been 23. Second and 10 from the 30. Defender X or +29. It's a 5, and the Diamador Lenore could not make the defensive play. DK Metcalf standing on business, takes it down into the Niner 41. Seahawks also have poor pass blocking, so some safety blitzing here could do some good for Anthony. Quick out left to Disley, back to Disley, throwing it at 6. It was a white die 6, but he threw it at 6. So Dre Greenlaw made the play. So you got 2 6 linebackers here, Greenlaw and Fred Warner. So that makes the obvious target the left outside linebacker, Aziz Al-Shair. But that's where you might drop out an extra guy in there, shift a guy out, pitch out left to Walker, man in the zone. He's going to lose a yard, 3rd and 11. Gastron couldn't hit any juicy runs there. Walker's pedestrian, 18 runs for 42 yards. We're down to 6 minutes in regulation. Lots of 5s and 6s out there for the Niners defense. Flonga's a 6. Ward's a 6. Fly to Metcalf. Single covered by 0. Ooh, must run on Gino's card. There are some good must runs on there, but he hit it for only 2 yards. It's going to force a punt. And he's coughing, cornering it, and he doesn't take enough off. Oh, yep, down to the goal line exactly, 40 yards from the 40. So Niners will take over at their own 20. 5:06 to go in regulation in a tie game. The underdog Seahawks giving the Niners a hard time. Bosa. It's effective as a defensive end matchup against Lucas and as the asterisk against Penny. Hopefully we're not stuck again. Should I get back out and get back in again? I hate to be missing the action. Get out, get back in again. I think we're stuck. The number doesn't work now. Well, the good news is that means we're not missing anything. The bad news is could be having connection problems the rest of the way. Yep, here comes a new game number. All right, we got a new game number. See if we missed a play or two. Missed the first down, incompletion, or run for 0 yards. Second and 10 now. Blocking back halfback set. Plenty of time left. There's no reason to go bombs away here. Crossing pattern to Debo against the run call. Covered by 0, long gain, 39 yards. Takes it into Seattle territory at the 41. See, the CM might substitute the right outside linebacker by itself. Square out right, 2 men in the zone to Ayuk. Short gain, 20 yards down to the 21. McCaffrey in there. The clock's down to 3:36 now. I think there's too much time to just take this down to a field goal. You know, you can only get one more first down. So Seattle wants to make a stand to make it just be a field goal game, but the Niners want to get in the end zone and then go to work on defense. Right tackle to McCaffrey, run call, 4 yards. Second and 6. 4 yards right or wrong. 3-4 showing blitz. Let's see if Scott subbed in the. No, see, it's not subbing in the Darrell Taylor by itself. You have to put him in there. Get strong inside run for 5 yards for 3rd and 1. Both teams let the clock run. Full house. Juszczyk has had some good run calls in the past, run cards in the past. This is another one. Guess wrong, he can do some things. He can guess right. Maybe look for him on the line book. Inside run McCaffrey. And offensive left guard doesn't make the block, but they still get 1 yard on it. So it'll be 1st and 10 with 2 minutes left. The Niners have all their timeouts. This is not a situation where you want to let the other guy score. Seattle wants to force a field goal. So the Niners offense struggled all day until the midway through the fourth quarter. Ooh, he's keying McCaffrey. Correct key's going to lose one. Seattle uses a timeout. Quentin Jefferson in the game as a pass rusher. Pitch out right to McCaffrey. Guessed right. 43 yards. That's going to be a 12-yard touchdown. Seattle will have the ball back with 137 and 130 maybe, and 2 timeouts. Let's see if this kick goes in the end zone or not. It does. So 137, 2 timeouts. 3 wide for the Seahawks. Travis Homer in the backfield. He can go deep. I think he's maxed out at 25, 27. .326 got a bunch of backups in there. Probably something that Rich did to avoid injuries. And this replay of the playoffs were playing single game injuries. So looks like some substitution needs to be changed. So quite a fourth quarter for the Niners. Put together 2 effective drives. Quarterback sneak there by Garoppolo for the first touchdown. McCaffrey with a 12-yard run for the second. The offensive output is exactly even today, 323 to 323. 8 penalties on the Seahawks, too. Only 2 against the Niners. So here we go. Sideline right to Lockett. It's going to pick up 5. Another penalty. This time it's against the Niners. Takes it out to the 45. 1:30 to go. Still 2 timeouts. I don't even know if you need to go 3 wide here. You can still run the ball, but it's tough to run against that Niners defense. So Kevin Gibbons is filling in for the hurt Eric Armstead. Screen right to Homer. Takes it 8 yards, gets out of bounds. Stops the clock with 1:22 to go. Into Niner territory. Flat passes reduces the sack chances of Nick Bosa. It becomes on the other side, facing Charles Cross. 5 against 4 could be okay. We'll see what the sack numbers are when he throws a short pass. Quick out right this thing, he's going to pick up 4, first down. Does not get out of bounds. Probably go hurry up here. Nope, they use timeout. Staying in the 3-wide formation. In a shotgun now. Niners defending with the 3-2-6. 6 There's a crossing pattern. There's the sack chances 64 and 55. 64 up for Nick Bosa, 55 for Nick Bosa. Ebicom's at 16%. Mandatory penalty offsides against, well, false start against the Seahawks. So 1st and 15 now. But if you get a D on the black die, it's when you're rolling the dice there. You don't want it to be one of Nick Bosa's tests. Big advantages there. Bomb to Lockett, 2 in deep, intercepted, and that's the game, folks. So Seahawks had a chance. They almost pulled off the upset, but a couple of good late drives for the Niners and maybe some unfortunate penalty action there. Made him feel like he had to get too much at once. But pretty good. I mean, really impressive actually for Scott to get this close. Have a lead in the fourth quarter. So that does it. Congratulations to Anthony Tangora and his temporary Niners as they move on to the next round. So we'll see if anybody wants to come on. We got somebody in. Oh, did we? I thought I saw somebody there. Let me see if I can share this out real quick. It is just an early round game. Here's Anthony for a quick how do.
Hey, Dennis, how are you?
You almost got tripped up there. A little.
Yeah.
I saw the Niners had a lot of 3 and out. So tell me what went on early in the game. I didn't join until the fourth quarter.
Just couldn't get yards on first down. Really, just couldn't. For whatever reason, just wasn't getting first down yardage. So got stuck in a lot of 3rd and 10s. Seattle has a pretty good pass D. So, if Seattle can get into passing situations, that D has a pretty good shot, against San Fran, who's sort of, average, right, passing-wise. So, I mean, that's what it was. Even still, McCaffrey had a nice game, right?
Right.
But, on one of his long runs, he fumbled and gave it up on the first drive, long gain, fumble return. You probably missed that one.
Yes.
So he got some yards that weren't, that didn't actually turn into much. And then we both threw an interception in the end zone, I believe. I threw one on like 2nd and goal from the 9. Something like that. But
yeah, I saw Scott making some good calls too, calling run at the right time. So I'm sure that had something to do with it. If you're landing on your cards guessed right, it's not as nice as landing on Seattle's cards.
Yeah. I thought he called a really good game defensively. Really sort of held me in check. I mean, if you're Seattle on first down, it's a tough spot, actually, real tough spot.
Yeah.
Because Jimmy G has that great short pass wrong column, and then you have all that action on the Seattle defensive cards and all that action on McCaffrey's card. So you have to call a good defensive game to sort of hang in there. So I thought Scott did a really nice job on first down, calling D, and I started sort of he forced me into more draws, and caught me on a couple draws. So that's just a sign of a good coach playing good defense, and he really did. And eventually, I mean, with San Fran, it's those cards are pretty commanding. I mean, eventually Bosa got a sack. He's sitting on 90 percenters and 60 percenters all game long. Wasn't hitting them, but eventually fourth quarter comes around. It was, I think, 13-3 in the fourth quarter, something like that. Um, so those cards eventually sort of rose up, and he had a hard time on offense for sure. I mean, I found a couple nice hits that made a difference, but it wasn't because of play calling. I mean, these San Fran cards. I mean, you can do a lot of sitting back. This is not the Chargers defense. I didn't have to move everybody
Right.
everywhere. I could just sit back and just hope it lands on the right cards, and you're kind of okay. So it's kind of an autopilot in the San Fran D for the most part.
Yeah.
Hey, Scott.
Yeah, welcome in, Scott. We're singing your praises here for taking these Seahawks to the fourth quarter with a lead in the game. That's pretty impressive. Oh, I think you muted yourself. You got to you left. And I think part of it too, like it takes me a while to get used to any team. So taking over a team for the first time, I'm sure you felt the same way, like not really knowing the team kind of took you a while to get up to speed.
Yeah, for sure. I knew to bring Mitchell in on 4 yards to go, that sort of thing. But
Right.
And Juszczyk, you want to use him pro set when you get to 2nd and 1s and 3rd and 1s and things, because he has a nice guest right column. I knew that much, but I don't really have the chart laid out for who gets what on flat pass right. Don't have some of those things. Don't know how to use Jordan Mason if I'd use them at all. There's a lot of things that you sort of need to get used to. Scott's back.
For sure.
All right, this time I can hear you guys. Sorry about that.
No, you're good. So we're just saying it was pretty impressive for you to take the Seahawks to the fourth quarter with a lead. I'm sure you realize how difficult it is to stop another team on defense with that defensive card.
Dennis,
all those yards they give up.
I thought that Packers team was bad this year, but that Seahawks team is not good. But they made the playoffs in real life, right?
Yeah, they did. I think they were one and done as usual lately. Or last year? Last year they.
Ago.
Yeah, so
this is the real life playoffs. Yeah, this was the matchup. Yeah,
that's right. Because the Packers lost that game to Detroit, the last game of the season, which let Seattle in.
Right. Last year they needed some help and they didn't get it on the last day.
Right.
But the Packers, the Lions beat the Packers 2 years ago, and that let the Seahawks take the last playoff spot.
Yeah, I mean, I was lucky that Anthony was missing the good roles, right? Because that defense has so many holes.
And then you had the unlucky random number, so you really didn't have a choice on who you were going to take. If you would have had a higher choice, was there another team you had your eye on, Scott?
Not really. I wasn't going to take San Fran only because there's nowhere to go but down.
Yeah.
So, but I don't know. I never really thought about it. I was just trying to get a game or two in here, and a game I guess is all I got. But that was.
Well, Anthony, you did. I mean, you had a high pick in the draft, and was the Niners the one you wanted, or did you miss out on? You didn't have the first pick, did you?
I was gonna. No, the third pick. I was going to take one of those 3 teams that were taken. So it was the. I think I was going to take the Chiefs, the Eagles,
or the Niners,
or the 49ers. Yeah, one of those.
Nice.
I just I played with the Chargers all year. I felt like getting some, a little more autopilot D wouldn't be so bad. After moving 11 guys around every play for 17 weeks.
Yeah.
So.
The funniest thing, the thing I took the most pride from in this game is I think I got you to call run twice, and I didn't think that would happen at all with that defense.
Yeah,
but,
I had to show a little. I
didn't
want you to just go off all day, and eventually I put the right linebacker up into Walker's zone, in the end run a couple times, but yeah, didn't do much. It's you can just sort of sit back. And oh, by the way, it's with Geno, the must run's pretty powerful. So, you're not in a bad spot certainly in first and
Right.
second down, I'm not going to shadow, going guest right, short pass. I mean, I think if anything, what I probably learned out of this is I should have gone 3-3-5 almost the whole way.
I think Rich did that a lot.
Yeah.
In his replay.
I'm not sure how I would have moved it. I mean, I can't, Dennis. You can't run the ball predictably with that team, right? I mean,
well, the problem is Penny, who has the best card, is limited because of
Right.
the low carry rule. You need to hit the edge with Kenneth Walker. So yeah, there's some games where you'll be able to explode because you hit the 2s and the 12s.
right.
But it's tough. It makes it tough. I would definitely, if I would have talked to you ahead of time, I would have told you to use DJ Dallas on 3rd and 4th and short because he's got the best guest right
Right.
card
I
of
didn't look
those
at him.
runners.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's solid. So if you were in the 3rd or 4th and less than 3, he's good to go. But yeah, that's what makes it fun. Like this is just like something a little different. I know for myself, if I would have had a higher pick, I was looking at the other conference, but by the time I got to pick, all the teams were gone from that conference except for the bottom 2. So I wound up going with the Bucks, but it'll be fun. I have to talk to Vince to see if he can give me any pointers on how he coached the Bucks this year. He's the Bucks regular coach, so maybe that's what we should all do. Talk to the guys who normally coach him.
That's right.
Give me the tips.
Well, it was a lot of fun. I enjoyed it. A nice job, Anthony. I'm glad it was interesting. I was figuring it was gonna be about a 20-30 point blowout. So
yeah,
that missed extra point. Oh boy, this is. But you know what? In some ways, the missed extra point saved me because you would have probably gone for it on 4th down, past my 50, if you were down a point, and there's
True.
a good chance you could have walked it off. So I was thinking, boy, that missed extra point might have been a blessing in disguise.
yeah,
good point. Good point. Yeah, really good point.
I was
right.
100% going for 2 if I would have got lucky enough to score at the end. There was not even. I mean, what did I have to lose, right? With this team, but
For sure.
It was just a pipe dream.
Well, good. Thanks for jumping on, guys. I'm going to go ahead and shut this down. Congratulations, Anthony. We'll look forward to see your next game in the next round. And Scott, thanks for playing. It was fun.
Yep. See you guys. Good idea. This is a lot of fun.
Great
Thanks,
game, Scott.
Anthony.
Thank you.
Good win.
Appreciate it. Bye now.